Hey y'all, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'm going to be showing you all how I sewed this dress. In the previous tutorial I showed you how I decorated it with glitter and glue, but in this video I'm going to be showing you exactly how I sewed this from another dress. But if you want to see the first part of this video, definitely check down below in the description box, or wait till the end of the video as I'll have a link to that video. And yeah, of course, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all soon. Let's get into it. So this is the dress that I purchased off of eBay for, I believe it was like $7 or $8, so super cheap. The first thing I did, of course, was to lay it flat on the floor. And excuse the messy floor, y'all. Yeah, I need a vacuum cleaner like desperately. And as you can see, I actually cut a V-neck into the dress, and I had a previous design that I wanted to do, but I ended up scrapping that and going for this halter-top version, as it was something closer to an original design that I had in mind. So what I did is I cut the bottom half of the dress off just right above the waist, and then I went ahead and cut along the seams of the sleeves. So just cut off the sleeves. And then what I did was I opened up the sleeves by cutting along the sleeve seam. So just cut down that seam and then open it up. And so once you finish opening up your sleeves, you just want to lay them out flat and then just double them up one over top of the other. And then what we're going to do is we're going to cut off the excess pieces that we don't need. So just to make everything nice and neat. And so where the shoulder seam was, I'm just going to cut that off because we will not be using that. And then of course you can still lay it, you know, one over top of the other like this, and cut down the sides just to make them, or trim them a little bit. But I just did one at a time because I wanted to see exactly like how skinny of a piece I wanted. But it's really up to you. You can always cut more later when you decide. So whatever you're feeling like. And then after that, I just put it on top of the one I wanted to cut so that I can make sure that they were exactly the same size. So yeah, excuse the nips as usual. But anyway, so this is my first sleeve piece, and now this is actually going to be our bodice piece essentially. So what I did was, this part is a little, you know, like I said, y'all, my version of sewing is very crusty, but I wanted to kind of visually see how skinny I wanted the piece to be. So like I said, you're still going to cut off more, but we just wanted a clean edge to work with. So I kind of placed it on top of me and saw just exactly the shape I wanted, and then I just laid that down flat once I kind of got an idea of how much excess I wanted to take off. So with those edges folded down, I just cut off like about an inch on both sides, 1.5 inches on both sides. And really you want to work with about 1/2 inch seam allowance. So you see that I'm not cutting right along the fold, but rather just giving it a bit of a 1/2 inch and then cutting off, you know, 1.5 inches off. So I hope that makes sense, but it's really up to y'all. You can make it as thick as you want it or as thin. It's really your style preference. And of course, you know, I like to show more, you know, cleavage, so the thinner the better. So next, what I'm doing is I am cutting, or actually rather folding it in half, because I want to create a center seam. So I just folded my triangle pieces down, and what I'm doing right here is I'm just pinning down the fold, and this is just as a guideline to help me sew it down, so that when I open it up, it will look kind of like this. A nice clean middle seam. So after I sewed it, this is what it looked like. So nice clean edge. And then now I'm gonna go ahead and just roll hem the edges on the sides so that we are working with all the clean edges. Yeah, I know I say that a lot, but you know, I'm crusty, y'all, so I want to look kind of cute, you know what I'm saying? Keep it cute by, you know, having some nice edges. Right. Anyway, so this is what you're gonna do to both of your triangle pieces, or bodice pieces rather. So I didn't show the sewing process on camera. I do apologize about that, because you know your girl was lazy at this point. But I did use a zigzag stitch to stitch it up, but you can certainly use a straight stitch since this has 4-way stretch. Now what I'm doing is I am attaching my bodice pieces to my skirt. And what I'm doing is making sure that right sides are facing together and that my straps or my bodice pieces are upside down rather, but making sure that the right side of the piece is facing the skirt. And I'm just going to carefully not pluck myself, but I only did this for the sake of showing y'all. You don't have to wear it, but like it helps to kind of see placing. But like if you place 2 pins down and then just go ahead and take it off and, you know, pin it on the floor, that's safer. So anyway, so this is what it looks like after I pinned the bottoms of both of my pieces. And then I just went ahead and I actually just did a straight stitch all the way across, and that worked perfectly for me. And this is what it looks like after it comes off the machine. And then now we're gonna go ahead and just snip away that excess to kind of, you know, get rid of that ugliness. And so I'm just taking some thinning shears and doing that. And so that's basically it for the sewing tutorial. Very easy. You can seriously, like, literally do whatever you want with the design, but that's how I made the halter top. And as you can see here, y'all, I'm just showing you just a brief insight to how I decorated it with the glitter glue and the glitter and all of that jazz. So yeah, this is how it turned out in the end, and this is definitely one of my most proudest pieces. I love the way this turned out. And it's so much fun. It's not itchy whatsoever, and it's just super cute and, you know, super sexy. So I hope you all enjoyed this. As always, I love you all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know down in the comment section below if you have any more ideas for future videos. See you soon. Bye.